they were
lineage.
isolated in the north zone of Rio.
North zone. South zone is all the
from
beaches.
Bento Ribeiro. That's where Ronaldo, the soccer players from that neighborhood. It's a very poor neighborhood in Rio. And they pioneered jiu-jitsu for poor people. A lot of successful BJJ athletes coming out of Brazil are coming out of these things they call projects.
Yeah.
Which is like, a small little gym up one of the slums. Or I had one in Brazil. I had 50 kids training for free under me. And a lot of the most talented athletes coming out of Brazil are coming out of these projects. Well, Fada inaugurated that. He's not a pioneer of the development of jiu-jitsu in the sense where Keelio and Carlos were, or later Carlson and Hollis. But I think his story is interesting, not because it really isn't a lineage outside of the Gracie family. A lot of people say, oh, it's a lineage that has not, outside of it. It's not true. Luis França, Fada's coach, was a student of the Gracie Academy. So it's all Gracie. There's no lineage in Brazil. Even the ones in the Northeast that were inaugurated by Takeo Yano, a judo black belt, he inaugurated it next to George Gracie. So indirectly, it all goes back to the Gracie family. There's no way around that. But with the Fada, I think what they pioneered was jiu-jitsu for the the underprivileged and the disabled. This is something that wasn't common in jiu-jitsu then, and in that way they were they were rivals to the original Gracie Academy, because you need rivals. You can't grow without rivals. There's no evolution without someone trying to beat you. That's how evolution works. There must be a threat out there for you to develop superior offense and defense. And I think that the Fadas, that was their contribution. They're still there. I visited their gym for the first book. We interview his nephew and one of his main red belts. It's a beautiful story. It just added to the.
Was it the '80s? The whole jiu-jitsu luta libre
rivalry?